Lessons from a self-made millionaire story. Have you ever wondered why some people, even when faced with countless struggles, somehow rise above their circumstances and build a life of wealth, wisdom, and peace? Is it luck? Or is it something deeper? A way of seeing life differently? Today, let me share with you a story. A story of patience, humility, and unexpected turns. A story of a man who was once poor and forgotten, but who became a self-made millionaire. And more importantly, a story that holds timeless lessons for all of us, whether we chase wealth, happiness, or simply a life of meaning. In a quiet village surrounded by green fields and dusty roads, there lived a young boy named Arun. His family was poor. His father tilled the land with tired hands, and his mother sold vegetables in the marketplace. They had little money, but they had something far greater hope. Arun, however, was restless. He often looked at the big houses in the nearby town and wondered, why do some have so much while others struggle every single day? One evening, as he walked home from school, he saw his old neighbor, Mr. Raghav, sitting beneath a banyan tree. Raghav was a quiet man, with silver hair and calm eyes that seemed to hold 1,000 untold stories. He was not rich by appearance, yet people respected him deeply. Beside him sat a small clay pot, cracked but carefully mended with rope. Arun noticed it every time. This pot seemed oddly important to the old man. "Why do you always carry this broken pot?" Arun finally asked, curiosity overcoming his shyness. Raghav smiled. "Because, my boy, even broken things can carry wisdom. Sit with me, and I will tell you." That day, Arun's life began to change. Years passed. Arun grew older, and the world began to test him. At first, life seemed generous. He managed to get a small job in the city, earning enough to support his parents. He thought, "This is it. My life is turning around." But soon, the company shut down. Arun lost his job, his income, and his confidence. Friends who once praised him now avoided him. Relatives whispered, "He is unlucky." Desperate, Arun returned to his village, carrying shame heavier than his bag. When he passed by the banyan tree, there sat Raghav again with his broken pot. The old man looked at him gently. "So life has poured something bitter into your cup?" Arun sighed. "Yes, everything is falling apart. Maybe I am cursed." Raghav tapped the clay pot beside him. "This pot has a crack. Each day when I fetch water, half of it leaks out before I reach home. At first, I cursed it too, but soon I noticed the path where the water fell is now filled with flowers. The crack became a blessing I never saw." Arun frowned. "But how can losing everything be a blessing?" "Good or bad," Raghav whispered. "Only time can tell." Those words stayed with Arun. Determined not to give up, Arun tried again. He borrowed a little money, started selling fruits on the roadside. Business was slow, but he worked from dawn till night. Then, one evening, a storm came. Heavy rains washed away his cart, his fruits, everything he had saved. Once again, Arun felt broken. He wanted to scream at life, to ask, "Why me?" But then he remembered the old man's pot. He whispered to himself, "Maybe this too is watering some unseen flowers." Time passed. Arun took odd jobs carrying sacks, cleaning shops, running errands. He saved coins carefully, never wasting them. One day, while helping in a small grocery shop, he noticed how the owner kept his records. The system was slow, confusing, and full of mistakes. An idea sparked in Arun's mind. What if I create a better system to help shopkeepers track their goods and money? With no computer, no office, and barely any education, it seemed impossible. But he started learning. He borrowed old books, asked questions, practiced on paper. For months he failed again and again. Yet, he remembered Raghav's words. Patience. Good or bad, only time can tell. Finally, after endless nights of scribbles and sweat, Arun created a simple record-keeping booklet. He offered it to small shopkeepers for a very low price. To his surprise, they loved it. They said it saved them time, mistakes, and money. Word spread. More shopkeepers came. Arun began selling dozens, then hundreds of these booklets. But life is never straight. One competitor accused him of stealing the idea. Rumors spread, sales dropped. Arun felt betrayed. Distraught, he ran once more to the banyan tree. "Why does success slip away just when it arrives?" he asked Raghav. The old man placed a hand on his shoulder. "Because life wants to know if you desire gold or merely glitter. Many give up at the first storm, but storms only wash away the weak trees. The strong ones remain." Arun's eyes filled with tears. "So what should I do?" "Stand again," Raghav replied simply. And so Arun stood again. He improved his booklet, added new features, listened carefully to customers, and earned back their trust. Over years, his small idea grew into a company. He began producing tools for shopkeepers across towns and cities. What started as a few notebooks turned into a business worth millions. Arun had become, against all odds, a self-made millionaire. But the true wealth was not in his bank account. It was in the lessons he had gathered, like gems hidden in the soil of suffering. One evening, after years of success, Arun returned to his village. The banyan tree still stood tall, and beneath it, the broken clay pot rested. Though Raghav was no longer alive, Arun touched the pot gently and whispered, "You were right, old man. Good or bad, only time can tell. Every crack, every loss, was watering the flowers of my future." He then built a small library in the village, dedicating it to Raghav's memory. On the wall, he wrote the words that had guided him. Patience, gratitude, and faith. These are the true treasures of life. So what do we learn from Arun's journey? We learn that life is uncertain. What feels like misfortune may hide a blessing. We learn that patience and faith turn failures into stepping stones. We learn that gratitude and humility keep us grounded, no matter how high we rise. And most importantly, we learn that every crack in our journey can water unseen flowers. Now, dear listener, take a moment to reflect. Are you facing struggles right now? Do you feel as if life is unfair? Remember, good or bad, only time can tell. Be patient, keep faith, stay resilient. Your cracks may just be watering the flowers of your future success. If this story touched your heart, share your thoughts in the comments below. What lesson did you take away today? And don't forget, like this video, subscribe to Finance Compass, and join us again for more inspiring stories that guide not just your finances, but your life. Because sometimes the best compass is not money itself, but the wisdom to use it well.